I'm Harry Skelton, I'm 34 years old and I'm a national hunt jockey. My influences when I was growing up was my dad, Nick Skelton. He's a two-time Olympic gold medalist. So my first pony was actually my dad's first pony and my brother. All three of us learnt to ride on Oxo, and he was a Welsh section B, I think. He was a cross anyway, but yeah, so I think by the time I got him he was about 30. He was a pony of a lifetime for sure. Unfortunately he was about 34 when he passed away, and then we kept a bit of his tail and some nice photos of him, and yeah, good memories. My favourite aspect of being a jockey, I think, is definitely the adrenaline. I wish you could bottle it. So this is Nish Market. He's 23 years old now, and he's retired here. I think he's probably been here with us just over 10 years. And I won the Irish Grand National on him in 2009. And I think I was the youngest jockey to win the Irish National. But he's been a great old horse for me, and nowadays in the winter he comes into this barn, keep him out of the cold and the wet, and he goes on the walker twice a day, and then in the summer just out at grass really, in the paddocks, and we stopped riding him about 3 years ago. He was getting too wild and he thought he was 6 again, but no, he's great to have about and nice to look after him. He's been a good old servant. A blur, yeah. To win the Irish National at 19 was, at the time, you don't not take it for granted, but when you're that young, it's, it was. I obviously travelled over there on the plane, and I had a plane to catch to come home and back to work the next morning, so it was all very brief really. But to win such a prestigious race at such a young age, probably didn't realise at the time how big it was, especially in Ireland. No, it was a great thrill, and certainly one that I'll always remember. And my favourite race course would be one of our locals, and that's Warwick. It's a great jumping track. They have 5 fences down the back straight. That's a real test for national hunt horses. But it's a great thrill to ride there. The fences come up really thick and fast, and for a jockey it's a great buzz. A horse past or present that I'd love to ride would be, I think of the past, I'd have to say Corto Star. He was the greatest horse that I've ever seen. He won multiple grade 1s. He won over 2 miles, he won over 3 miles, he won over 3¼ miles in the Gold Cup. Many King Georges, Tingle Creeks, he did it all. He'd be the one I'd love to have ridden that's past. And I suppose the one I'd love to ride now, present, would be Constitution Hill. He's already a winner of a champion hurdle, and he looks like he's got the world at his feet. I think what makes Corto Star, what made him so special, would be his ability to adapt. He adapted to any situation of any race. He relaxed very well in a race. He was never keen. He was never exposing energy. And I think the same for Constitution Hill. It doesn't matter where you ride him, by the looks of things, you can ride him at the front, at the back. If they're going too fast, too slow, it didn't matter to him. He can do anything. And that's what sets apart the top class horses from the others. So the preparation really for Cheltenham, obviously you do get, everyone gets a bit anxious leading up towards it, mainly, the horses that you're going to be riding, you want to get them there and, keep them injury free. But from my point of view, yeah, obviously, just really going through the horses that I've ridden, sort of the other horses that you're going to be taking on, trying to find out their strengths and weaknesses leading up to the races. But yeah, I think for a jockey we're very busy anyway, so we'll be racing right up to the day, so you don't get much chance to really sort of sit back and you know, put all of your thought into Cheltenham. But yeah, just try and take every day as it comes, and then you know, try and treat it, you know, just as the same as you would at any day. Cheltenham Festival is so special, really, to anyone in the industry. It's our Olympics. It's the most important 4 days of our calendar, you know, and it's certainly a place that, if you're lucky enough to ride a winner there, it's, you know, you get a feeling like no other meeting can throughout that year. It gives you the feeling that you get when you win at the Cheltenham Festival. You know, the lead up, the build up leading up to the festival. You know, the atmosphere is just, you know, electric really. From the moment you wake up on the Tuesday morning, everyone's buzzing. You know, in the industry, you know, it's a great buzz to be involved in the festival.